Shalom from Israel, dear friends. Today is the first day of Hanukkah, and some of friends of mine ask me, what is the difference between Hanukkah and Christmas? Is Hanukkah like Israeli version of Christmas? So I want to share with you very in simple way, in a few words, what is the difference. So what Hanukkah stands for, even though Hanukkah and Christmas close to each other by dates, it's almost week apart or 2 weeks apart. Every year is different, but many things are similar. For example, Hanukkah is also considered to be Feast of Lights as Christmas. But what is really Hanukkah is? So Hanukkah, it's a story that happened almost 300 years before Jesus, when Greeks conquered Israel and they were ruling over Israel. In the beginning, the Alexander the Great, they gave freedom to people of Israel to worship their God, but also needed to honor Greeks' lifestyle and ways. But later on, when emperors changed, in Antioch Epiphanes, he was very harsh for Israel, and he actually stands against Bible, against freedom of worship for Jewish people, and make everyone worship idols. And he brought abomination to the temple. And there were a group of people, family of Maccabees, who stands against this act, and they make a riot and war, and eventually they actually conquered, or they won the Greeks, and they liberated Jerusalem, liberated temple, and dedicated temple again to the Lord. That's the story. That's the basic story. And by the way, you can find this story in non-canonical Bible, Catholic Bible, Orthodox Bible have this story right in the Bible book of Maccabees. You can Google book of Maccabees and read all the details. Powerful, amazing story about miracles of God. So when Maccabees dedicated temple to God once again, and they started to worship God in a biblical way, their dedication called Hanukkah. And that's what our people celebrate. In next days I will tell you why candles, why 7 candles, 9 candles, what is difference, but that's a basic story. So Hanukkah, it's nothing to do with Christmas, even though Hanukkah was part of preparation of temple, and couple hundred years afterwards, Jesus entered the temple and he was working on the temple, and we have the story of Hanukkah in the New Testament. I'm going to teach about that more. So basically, Hanukkah is a celebration of victory, of freedom of religion, freedom of worship, and freedom of light, victory of light over darkness. And that's why we have all the lights and candles and songs, because that's the story of victory, or light overcoming darkness. Small nation, small group of people who believe in God conquered and got victory from God over big and amazingly big and strong army. And in this story there is lots of miracles, and that's a celebration. We celebrate miracles of God, light of God, freedom of worship, when we have freedom to worship our God. That's what we celebrate in Israel. And then right after is Christmas. Surely there is connection. Blessings and shalom.